Namaskar children, in our previous lecture we have learnt that solids experience friction when their surfaces move relative to one another. When a solid moves in a liquid or a gas, it experiences friction and this friction is called as fluid friction. So, fluid friction is the force which exerted by liquids and gases on objects moving through them. It depends on the speed of the object, shape of the object as well as the nature of the fluid. Fluid friction can be reduced by using streamlined shaped objects. For example, birds flying in air have a streamlined body. Fishes living in water have a streamlined body just to reduce fluid friction. In the same way, aeroplanes and spacecrafts have a streamlined body just to reduce friction. Do you know, children, that friction not only opposes motion but it produces heat and causes wear and tear. For example, our palms get warm when rubbed against each other. Similarly, in ancient time, early man produced fire by rubbing dry wooden sticks. There are many more examples which explains that heat is produced due to friction. When meteors enter the atmosphere of Earth at a very high speed, the friction between a meteor and the air is extremely high and it catches fire and completely burns before reaching the Earth atmosphere. Soles of our old shoes worn out due to friction as well as the tires of all kinds of vehicles wear out due to friction. Besides all these disadvantages, it has some benefits also. So let us discuss cases or situations in which friction is useful for us. First, we will be unable to walk if there is no friction between the soles of our shoes and the ground. The friction is a must between the tires of an automobile and the road. Otherwise, they slip on the roads and can cause serious accidents. Next, it is the force of friction which holds the screw and nails in the wall or wood. The lightning of matchstick is due to the friction. Friction makes it possible writing on a board or paper. After discussing so many examples, we reached on this conclusion that friction is a necessary evil. It produces heat, opposes motion, and a lot of energy is wasted in overcoming friction. But if there were no friction, the bodies will either slip or it will not able to move. It would have been difficult for us to walk even. So friction, we can say, in some of the situation it is useful, whereas in some of the situation it is harmful for doing any work. Humans discovered various methods to increase or decrease friction. For example, if we want to decrease friction or if we want to reduce friction, it can be done by using lubricants like powders, oils and grease, using rollers or wheels, ball bearings, even sprinkle powder on a carom board is just because to reduce friction. Oil or grease is applied between moving parts of machines to reduce friction. Rollers are used in luggage bags to reduce friction, as well as ball bearings are used in ceiling fans, bicycles, vehicles just to decrease friction. In order to increase friction in certain unavoidable situations, generally the surfaces in contact are made rough. It means by increasing the roughness of the surfaces, we can increase friction. For examples, tires of vehicles are provided with deep grooves. The soles of shoes of athletes are provided with spikes and grooves just to increase friction. Even, do you know, children, that grinding stones of the floor mills are provided with sharply cut grooves, and many more examples you can find out in your daily life. Even gymnasts apply some porous substances on their hands for a better grip. So children, try to find out more and more examples in which we need to increase friction or decrease friction from your day-to-day life.